Well, I guess good thing we're putting in LEDs because looks like that bulb just went out. Welcome back to Werner Farms, guys. So Dad and I have been doing some things in the shop just because we're not really doing anything as far as running the excavator and the skid steer and tearing out any more woods because there's really... You guys coming in here? I guess the dogs took off. Because there's really not any woods, except now Grandma wants that other woods out, but Dad and I are like, there's really no reason to take that out because we're really not intending to put an irrigator there for really ever unless something changes there. So there's really no reason to put an irrigator on a 20-acre field. So at least it's not justifiable. Some of you may be wondering that. It's just not economically justifiable to put a 3-tower pivot on a 20-acre field. It just doesn't pencil out right. But we've been doing some projects in here in the shop. Uh-oh, the wood burner is gone. So the wood burner is literally sitting out back, so I'll take you guys out there and show you guys what that massive behemoth looks like now. But yesterday, Dad and I went to Menards. We poured concrete here. So what we plan on doing in this area, we're going to take those 3 cabinets, put them between the windows there, and we are actually going to put workbenches over here, mainly more geared towards welding, since this is our current welding table. I think Dad might have built this, but what we plan on doing is doing a wraparound workbench here with some dies for, like say when you're heating with the torch, bending and torquing on stuff to get it shaped the way you want it. That would be really awesome. So we plan on making, we're not going to buy this, we're actually going to make these and weld it all up, wrap around workbenches, and put some cabinets underneath and some shelving. That way we can store 3/4 drive sockets underneath there somewhere as well, because those have just been, for the longest time, have just been sitting out here in the open, out in the middle. So it'd just be nice to get those off the floor and off to the side. I'm not sure if we're going to add any more toolboxes right now or not, but eventually a 56-inch or a 72-inch roller would be nice. Necessarily not out in the open, but up against a wall. Would be really nice to have a couple long, wide drawers for wrenches and stuff like that, but one thing at a time. So we're working over here also. What used to be here, if you guys remember, was basically just a shelf. This was actually my old desk, and that was Dad's old desk. That desk has been here for as long as I can remember, and twice over than that. So this is where we used to operate out of before the office, and a few years ago Dad put in this shelf. Ran to about right here. Not the greatest environment with all the dust for the computers and stuff, but I made it work. But then Grandma came in and said we needed to build an office about 2 years ago, so we ended up building an office, moving Dad and mine's stuff in there, and really this shelf was unnecessary. Dad had a pretty good Christmas, and he got a boatload of brand new Dewalt 20-volt tools, along with a Tomahawk 1000 Lincoln Electric plasma cutter. Yes, we have a plasma cutter now. That's gonna be awesome. We have all brand new Dewalt tools. That's gonna be awesome. Basically all of our Dewalt stuff going up on this wall now, so it's all located over in one spot now. It's not kind of floating. Even though the floating design kind of worked, it's just gonna be really nice to have everything all in one spot now. So that is what we're going to be working on today, and also just depending on how things shake out today, moving those 3 cabinets over there and kind of going through those cabinets and figuring out what needs to stay over there at the welding area and what can go over on that wall. So I'll fill you guys in on what this wood burner looks like now that it's up and out of the ground. If the audio is kind of bugging out on you guys, sorry about that. I do have a mic for that, along with a different mounting bracket for the GoPro, so I will be fixing the audio in somewhat windy conditions. So the audio is kind of messing with you guys right now. I sincerely apologize, but that is what the wood burner looks like up and out of the ground. Yeah, that's about knee high on me. I would say that's about 2 feet in the ground, 2.5 feet. And that's where it's sat level with the 4 in the shop. Grandpa made this out of a sandblasting tank. I believe he bought this, from what I remember, what he told me was, I believe at a place in Valpo. And this was a double long tank from what you see here. This tank was actually split in half and Grandpa got this half. So he cut a door in the side of this, welded this all up like this, and ran 2 pipes through it through the heat to expel the heat out of it better. And because we had a fan mounted on this side to blow heat, the hot air through those pipes and out towards the shop. This bolted onto a pipe that went out to the outside that bolted onto the chimney, as you can see right up there. We will be taking that down as well. And now that it's out of the shop, it's a lot more massive out here than what it looked like in the shop, but it's unbelievable how much space that thing actually took up now that it's out of there. But this was an all-day project. This did not want to come out of here. So actually, I didn't realize this. Grandpa told me that this was actually, he put that in before they poured concrete in the shop. I didn't know that. I thought that went in when we poured concrete in the shop, but no, he actually had that in the shop for a little while. I think almost over a year, I want to say, before they poured concrete. So I didn't know that. But the shop was built back in the mid 80s, and that was I think a 5 to 7 year project, if I remember right. And that was just during a really rough time in the farm economy, and that's why that project took many years to do. Basically, it was done in stages. At the time, it was quite impressive on how we did things in there. Today, not so much. There's a lot of neat things that I wish we can do, that we just need more space, and that is what the rest of this shed is eventually going to end up being someday. This building is 60 by 120. Our shop is currently 40 by 60, so eventually the 80 by 60 area in there will eventually be shop as well. A lot of you guys have been asking me, why don't we do anything with these fluorescent lights? Well, there's a bulb out there, there's a banister out there, a banister out there, and a banister out there. You can buy new banisters and just keep running the fluorescent lights. Nothing wrong with that. Or you could just funnel that money and put that towards updating these to LEDs, and that is what we decided to do. There actually is, I believe, some kickback money potentially from the local electric cooperative for upgrading to LEDs. because looks like that bulb just went out. So we got these cabinets all set and done. We put the shelf that was here originally, that was actually my makeshift desk, and got that bolted down to the cabinets. This will work out really well. What we decided to do, which I was hoping Dad would agree to this, and he actually brought this up. We're not putting the Dewalt stuff here, which I'm really glad we're not, because you would be constantly bending down to grab stuff. We're actually going to use those cabinets over there, like I was telling you guys earlier, that we're going to put up against that wall. We're going to put the Dewalt stuff over there, which that's what I was really hoping we were going to do, because it's closer to the new, I guess you could say, modernized welding area that we're going to revamp there, and the workbenches over there. So that'll be really nice to have them over there. So what we're going to put in here then, there's towels, there's cleaning stuff, there's a whole bunch of stuff out of those cabinets that we can put in here, and then some more stuff from like that cabinet and I don't know, other odds and ends around the shop. So like those radios and stuff, those will go back up on top of the counter here. So this will look really nice and be really awesome to have. Washed the cabinet here, at least one of them. At least we got one empty. The cabinet over there has some stuff down the bottom and some welding stuff up in the top. So we'll get that cleaned out tomorrow, where we're gonna go with all that. And we will get that area over there swept up, cleaned up, pick that up with the forklift, slide that out of the way, get that all cleaned up, get that cabinet and those two over there up against the wall, and figure out where we're going to put chargers and stuff like that. I don't know, I might see about mounting them to the back of the cabinet walls. I don't know yet. We'll see what we're going to do. All right, so earlier today, Dad and I ran over to Menards and got some stuff. Got some strip outlets that I put up over the cabinets here. Pretty much these are done now. I also got from ACME Tools a half-gallon handheld portable cordless vacuum and a 2-gallon cordless vacuum, the radio, and I'll show you guys what the tool cabinet looks like. Haven't decided yet where we're gonna put the cordless air compressor yet, but we've got this cabinet done. That outlet needs to be wired in. That's why we've got an extension cord leading over to the workbench for right now, but eventually we'll get that wired in. I don't know, I didn't realize that outlet wasn't wired in, but this is going to be the main tool cabinet. So we got a charger bay there, I put a strip outlet in just to make things easier there. 3/8, half-inch, half-inch, half-inch high torque, 3/4 inch. Grease gun, we've had the grease gun. We bought that a couple years ago when we were rebuilding the drill. Makes things a lot easier, especially on the drill when we're greasing. Right angle drill, just a subcompact drill. We've got 2 of those, and then these are 2-speed, and then that's the larger 3-speed drill. Another charging bay, like I was saying earlier. Grinder, heat gun, reciprocating saw, portable light, another portable light. Polisher, 7, I think it's a 7 1/4 blade saw, 7 1/4 or 7 1/2. Jigsaw, can't remember, that is the cutout tool. Yeah, that's the cutout tool. We're just going to keep that in the box just because there's a few bits in there, and we don't want to lose those. And then there's a thermal temp gun in there, cordless obviously, so we're just going to keep that in the box. And that's 12 volt, everything else is 20 volts, so, and we're probably only going to be using that every once in a while, so that's why we're just going to keep that on the bottom shelf. Again, like I said, we'll get this all organized. It's just one thing at a time. It just took a lot of time going through and getting that cabinet organized, mostly just getting everything mounted up in there and wired up. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I don't know for sure what we're going to do tomorrow. Probably work on getting that cabinet and maybe start in doing the workbenches over there maybe. I don't know yet. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.